Hi, I'm Jennifer Kennedy. I'm the Carers Lead Officer for the Clackmannanshire&Stirling Health and Social Care Partnership. My role is to lead the way for unpaid carers to ensure that they have a voice and get the support that they need. You can speak to your carer centre or social work team, and this conversation will inform your personalised adult carer support plan. This is personal to you, about what matters to you in your life and how you can be supported to continue in your caring role should you wish to do so.
Freya was around 5 years old. She was starting to need two people to look after her. I only employed one person at the time. A social worker had came out with the complex care sister to do a review of Freya's care package. I asked the social worker, should I maybe get a carer's assessment done, and then that might sort of highlight to you how important work is to me, not just for financial, but for my mental health, my whole well-being, my whole socialisation with other people, and my whole being able to have a break from caring for Freya. Because caring for Freya is hugely intensive. It's intensive care in our home. At that point, I realised that was it. I was going to have to give up my 20-year career as a software engineer, and that was the end of my job. And the end of my life, really, in terms of working life. And I became Freya's full-time carer. And that's when I started going to Parliament and I started wanting to be a voice for carers and make sure that we're all allowed to be given choices in our life. And I ended up speaking to Alison from the Carer Centre, and she says, Carolynne, let's do an adult care support plan. And I know that one of the biggest barriers for me doing that adult care support plan was I didn't really want to tell anybody that I wasn't coping anymore looking after Freya and that I didn't see a future for me and all I did was exist and I didn't actually live. I was completely honest about how I felt, and then a few days later I got a phone call from Freya's social worker saying that we have decided that we're going to give you some respite hours and you can do what you want with them. If you want to go back to work, it's fine, if that's what makes your life meaningful. It was quite overwhelming because I had been fighting for this to happen for 8 years. It was just from that point onwards, it was amazing because I actually felt like I could be Carolynne and I could just do something that people take for granted. But for me, it was like I had a bit of freedom and I was able to make a choice. The thing that stuck out for me around the Carers Act was that it was to enable people to have a meaningful life alongside caring for the person that they care for. And that's really what's happening to me now. But it's took a long time. It is definitely worth having that adult carer support plan done and being completely honest about what your caring role is doing to you as a person and how it's affecting you. I did feel when this plan was done that this was going to make a difference to my life, and it actually did, a huge difference.